From Central Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Tonight.
Well, good evening. Thank you for joining us here on Fox 59 Tonight. Appreciate you downloading our new Fox 59 Smart TV app on your Apple, Roku, and Fire TV. And if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you never miss any of the conversations that we have every night here at 8 o'clock on Fox 59 Tonight, as we talk about everything happening from the White House to your house. And today at your house, you know that it is summertime because we have survived another school year. Hallelujah. But now you got kids who are at the house and they're eating you out of house and home. What do? Well, we want to send them to a fun place. You got your Boys and Girls Club. You've got big brothers, big sisters. But did you know at Marian University, they have a number of opportunities where you can send your kids for the summer, throughout the summer. Not only are they going to be safe, but they are going to be learning hands-on opportunities at the same time. To tell us more about exactly what they have going on at Marian University this summer, live on our live line, Crystal Owosho-Maddox. Crystal, how are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Happy Wednesday to you, Cameron. How you doing?
I am good. I'm good. It is summertime. It's going to be hot today, so it's going to start to feel like summer. And I remember back in my day of summer, we used to go to Boys and Girls Club. And so that was a great opportunity for me to go see things and go on field trips and unforgettable experiences. You too at Marion are offering some of the same things.
Yes, we are. So, pretty excited. We did kick off our summer already with camp programs, starting with our healthcare camp, but we have a completely robust opportunities on campus to explore, engage, learn, and just dive into different academic aspirations and enrichment opportunities here at Marian. So I would say that right now, being our second week into the summer season, we have our engineering camp, which is ongoing. It's been growing great. Students have been going off campus, on campus, exploring different engineering concepts through chemical engineering, civil engineering, computer engineering, things like that. And the students have been really excited about all that they're learning. I would say that going forward, we do have some availability for our musical theater camp. So that starts next week on the 16th and is a 2-week day camp for fifth graders through high school seniors in high school to learn act, direct, even get behind the scenes and do some production work with the camp and with the production of their musical theater show. But that's a 2-week day camp with a lot of opportunities to explore those talents.
Now, when does that one begin? Because that's not something that you can get everywhere at YMCA or the different places. That one's very unique. So tell me, when does that one begin, and what are the requirements?
So that camp starts on June 16th and it ends on the 27th, I believe. Let me double check my calendar. Yes, June 16th to the 27th. So 2-week day camp from 9 to 4 on Marion's campus with our Marian Theater program. And the criteria really is that you have to be interested and want to learn about musical theater, whether it's on the production side or on the stage. And so what you will do is you would register at marian.edu/camps, select musical theater, and then you can also engage with other different students that are in the program. But I would also say that sorry, my brain is blanking right now.
That's all right.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh my gosh.
Well, you've got a number of different things that you have to remember as
Yeah,
far as what you have on the calendar for Marion in the summer. That was just one thing. You got a whole list, though.
I have a whole list, and you know what? I keep going, going, and going. It doesn't stop. I was gonna repeat the fact that the age group. Sorry, fifth grade through 12th graders.
Gotcha.
So that's the age group. So unfortunately, we don't. Younger elementary age school is not happening this summer, but we'll get our fifth graders in there. But that's one camp that we have going on. We also have a Philosophy for Future Leaders camp that also starts next Monday on the 16th. That is a week-long day camp for curious minds, bold ideas, people who want to think bigger and make the world a better place, and are want to talk with like-minded people that they're in their age group. So it's for high school students. It's a day camp. Again, that's from 9 to 5:30. So it's a longer day, but it's for those who are thinking about wanting to be leaders, essentially, and using philosophical concepts to work through world's problems.
So that's Philosophy for Future Leaders, June 16th through the 20th. And these things go all day, 9 a.m. until 4.
That one is 9 a.m. till 5:30.
Oh,
That one's
wow.
a little
Okay.
bit longer. Yeah, it's for our upperclassmen in high school, and they can learn more about how to be good stewards in the world and using those concepts to think about solving problems.
So, in who's leading this teaching? Because everybody, I think we're seeing now, without getting too deep, not everybody who's a leader should be a leader. There's people who need some leadership training, but it starts with, learning how to be a good leader. You can be a leader and be a bad leader. Is what I'm saying.
That's true. Yeah, that is true. So we have obviously like amazing faculty here at Marian. They actually lead the camps, they build the curriculum. Some of it is our concepts from what they teach at a collegiate level, and some of them they shift and tailor for our younger age groups. So those are people that lead our summer camps, and then we have Marian students who are actually the camp counselors. So these young
Okay.
people get to engage with college age students, get to talk with them and meet them, face to face, and learn more about what college is like, in addition to learning these awesome concepts that they will learn on camp. And it's going to be fun too. So it's not just lectures and boring times, when you think about being in the classroom for hours and hours and hours. No, this is project-based, hands-on learning, experiential learning. We also have this beautiful campus here, 75 acres of lowland forest. So when it's time to take a break, we can go outside. There's a couple different areas. Like I said, the eco lab that we have a couple different fountains here at Marian, lots of places to explore, walk around, cool down. And then there'll be fun activities woven in to help give those brain breaks for students.
So, additionally, you also have some things going on a Saturday. So, while we're talking about leadership, you've got a business camp going on a Saturday, right?
Yes, we do. So that is coming up this Saturday, our moral capitalism camp. Again, for those students who want to think big, dream big, lead with purpose, but also want to make sure that they're morally grounded with the different decisions that come with being an entrepreneur. So they will be looking at different case studies of businesses and some of the decisions they made, and exploring what ethical um,
Mm.
what ethical decisions were made during this specific project that they're talking about, or a specific brand. So yeah, I don't want to give everything away, but there's also going to be an off-campus experience that'll be happening as well for the students. So it's a one-day camp this Saturday from 9 to 4. There'll be guest speakers, and opportunity to go off campus and explore different venues and whatnot, and ask those business owners questions about what makes their practices ethical, and explore in those ways. So I'm excited for that camp because it's one of our newer camps, and it is a day program, but hopefully students who join that will come away with thinking deeply about morality, and how that ties into capitalism, because we are in a capitalistic society.
Yes, we are.
So
Money
that's a
makes
hard
the
word to
world
say
go round.
today. Yeah. So how do we
Okay.
make those proper decisions though when we're engaging with other people and businesses?
So that's coming up this Saturday. So,
Hmm.
how do you got a little more time on some of the other ones, but how do people start like signing up quickly?
Yeah, so register as quick as you can. You want to come to marian.edu/camps, and you'll select Moral Capitalism Camp, or you can go to, there'll basically be a selection of whether you're a returning camper, so you've utilized the platform before, or a new camper. You'll go ahead and sign up for that camp. Um, and then if you need some financial assistance, you'll also be able to select that on the registration as well. We do offer scholarships for 70% the cost of the camp tuition. And so, yeah, that's basically how you do it. So camps at marian.edu actually is our email address. So you can email us as well. But if you want to register, it's marian.edu/camps.
Okay, marian.edu/camp. So, okay, again,
Mm-hmm.
we got a whole list here. So we've got the business camp this weekend. We've got philosophy for leaders, musical theater camp. But
Mm-hmm.
then you also have a summer leadership camp.
Yes. So our summer leadership camp is a overnight experience for students who are interested in learning about how how you would apply for college, what to expect. And the really great thing about this camp is that we are offering bilingual components to the actual presentation, and all of our camp counselors that are working at camp are bilingual in English and Spanish. So this camp really is a um, really incorporates a lot of intercultural communication so that everyone has access and understands how to overcome barriers when it comes to pursuing higher education. So we're really excited about that camp. It is, I believe it's June 21st.
Hmm.
Let me double check my calendar here. Yeah, Friday night, so June 20th through the 21st and 22nd. So overnight camp. And again, that's open to all high school students. You don't have to be bilingual to join the camp, but that is an element of the camp that will help with access and information for families that really want to learn more about how to apply to college and come to Marian specifically, but also just general information about college engagement.
Okay, you've got that. Then you also have 21st Century Scholars have a summer day camp later in the month. And that looks like that one's multiple days.
Yeah, so that starts June 23rd. That is all week. So that full week, that last week of June, essentially, we'll have all those who are 21st century scholars are welcome to attend. This is a free camp, completely free for 21st century scholar students, and they'll be doing multiple things like working on their scholars track requirements. They'll be going off campus to the Indianapolis Zoo and other work-based type of I would say off-campus events. And then, but the zoo is obviously like one more of a fun one, but it's helping students build their confidence to learn more about what those requirements are for their 21st century scholarship. Um, those requirements, what they have to do to maintain that while they're in high school and then while they're in college. So it gives them a glimpse of all of those things. And then they get to be with a 21st century mentor here at Marian, learn more about how they engage on campus and the support that is available for them.
So, Crystal, now on that one you mentioned that one is free.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these are free, some of these have costs, right?
That's correct. So 21st Century Scholars Camp is free. Our Moral Capitalism Camp is just $50 for the day. Our musical theater camp is 600. But again, we do have scholarships available. So if there is any barrier for your child or family for them to, if there's any barrier, financial barrier that they need to overcome, our we do have funding to support those efforts up to 70% of the cost of camp. And if there are other extenuating circumstances, then we can discuss further. And that's just a quick email at camps@marian.edu. That'll go to myself and my colleague Mariam So, and we'll go ahead and oversee that, and then connect with those families to make sure that they are able to attend camp and that there's no barrier to that.
Now, I know on some of these, you guys are going places, right? You got some field trips, off campus stuff
Hmm.
in the mix here. Do you know any ideas of where we're going?
So, Global Village, I didn't want to give it away, but I'm gonna give it away. So, Moral Capitalism Camp, they will be going to the Juneteenth celebration at Global Village. So they'll
Okay.
be engaging with different vendors over there and the other programming that they'll be having as well. Then for, I want to say 21st Century Scholars Camp, they'll be going, like I said, to the zoo. They have a couple different workplace engagements that they'll be going to that hasn't been entirely finalized yet, or at least I have not completely aware. Again, the zoo, and then for our STEAM camp, Global Village, it's just been a great partner for us as well.
Mm-hmm.
They've been an amazing partner for us. But I don't want to give everything away because
Right.
then, you need to have a little bit of mystery.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just repeat what I said earlier, but give a little bit of mystery so that, students are excited, but also, surprised when they come to campus and learn more.
Now, I know you did a lot of this last year. What's the review been on what students and what families are saying about their time at Marian for the summer?
So I would say we had a lot of great things, especially from our healthcare camp that just finished. We had families that were praising students and all the work that they did on our Instagram account at Summer at Marian on Instagram. And a lot of parents, we do a satisfaction survey with parents. We do a pre and post camp survey with our campers. And a lot of them are just excited for the opportunity to come to a college campus, explore topics that they like, learn new things, meet people that they probably wouldn't have met in other circumstances because they're normally with the same group of people at their high schools or youth organizations. So this brings a nice cross section of the community, from people from different economic backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds, all of that together, who want to learn more about what college is like. And I think that's been one of the biggest highlights of this entire program and the initiative behind the Indiana Youth Programs on campus is to really just obviously to increase post-secondary enrollment, but also students just need to just explore and figure out what they like, and they can't do that if they don't have access. So providing that access really allows them to tap into those skills and interests that they may not have otherwise had an opportunity to do.
Well, you talked about visiting college campuses. Do you want to share what some of the partnerships that you have with another place down the street?
Yeah, so we'll talk about our STEAM Academy. Really excited about this camp. This camp will be July 7th through July 10th. It's a partnership with Butler University, so Marian and Butler University STEAM Academy. It's a camp for rising sixth graders through ninth graders. That middle school group, they need love too. So
Mhm.
they'll be learning more about what college is like and exploring Marian on day one. On day two, they'll go to Butler, which is just around the corner. And what's great is that they get to explore two different college campuses that are 10, I think 8 to 10 minutes from each other.
Mhm.
On the third day, they will be able to go off campus to have a more of a cultural immersion into the STEAM aspect of all things global. And that will be at Global Village Welcome Center. We're really excited to partner with them. Again, they're just a few minutes up the street. And then on the final day of camp, students will be able to showcase the different things that they made. We're also partnering with Indy Soapbox Derby. So students will be able to make their own mini soapbox cars. They'll be able to race those. That will obviously trigger a lot of engineering and teamwork skill building that students will have to have. And they'll build upon that while they're building their projects. We're also going to do some really, really cool things with our different departments here at Marian that are very, very unique that I'm excited to see because I've actually never done these things before. I'm not going to give them all away, but they'll be able to touch base with a lot of different departments, our healthcare department, our engineering, our design and art team and communications, and then of course our famous Eco Lab, our 75 acres of lowland forest, where students will be able to explore, either looking at the beavers,
Mhm.
if there are any, butterflies, bees, herons, all of that stuff, turtle tracking. We're really excited, really, really excited about this camp.
And so, what's the dates on that STEM camp again?
It is the dates are July 7th through July 10th. That'll be 9 to 4. And pick up every day will be at Marian, drop off every day will be at Marian. And then when we do our excursions, all of our students will be leaving, from Marian and returning. And really excited about this camp. So,
And so what that means, with those dates being in July with STEM, that means you have June where you can do the other things that we talked about that are happening on the Marion campus. So you could uh, do it the right way where a kid is doing something the entire summer.
absolutely. And the siblings too. So we could have siblings that are doing our musical theater camp for 2 weeks, then join 21st Century Scholars. And then in July, they can join our STEAM camp.
Okay, so
hmm
so now STEAM camp, is that one free?
The STEAM Academy camp is not free. However, again, we do have scholarships available for that camp.
Okay,
And we
so
have a small limited number of full tuition scholarships available for that camp.
okay, okay. So both the STEAM camp and the camps at Marion, are we going to the same website to get signed up?
Yes. So marian.edu/camps. You'll go there, you'll see a nice list of all of our camp offerings, including our athletic camps, which will take you to a separate portal. But for our academic camps, which is where the scholarships are available for, you'll go to www.marian.edu/camps. Go ahead and click on if you're a returning camper or a new camper. You'll click on there and then get to register.
And let me just go over real quick for folks if any of those caught your attention on the dates. The More Capitalism Business Camp is Saturday, June 4th from 9 until 5, so that's on Saturday. A
Mm-hmm.
Philosophy for Future Leaders, June 16th through 20th. That's 9
Mm-hmm.
a.m. until 4 p.m. Musical Theater Camp, June 16th through June 27th. 9
Yes.
a.m. until 4 p.m. And then the summer leadership camp is on the weekend. That's the overnight, June 21st through June 22nd, 9 a.m. until 4. And then Launch Your Future, the 21st Century's Scholars Summer Day Camp is June 23rd through the 27th, 9 a.m. until 4 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And again, all of those are in June. And then STEM camp, go the 4th of July. STEM camp begins when?
July 7th through July 10th. And I cannot forget about Dad Camp.
Oh,
I
it's
gotta,
dad
I
camp.
gotta mention, I gotta mention Dad Camp because if
T-
I don't do that, then I haven't given you the full spiel.
tell
So
me.
Dad Camp is an overnight camp for fathers who want to increase their leadership in the home and
Mm,
incorporate a lot of more faith-based components in their leadership. And so this particular camp is July 11th through the 13th. It's an overnight camp for fathers and sons. This camp is, I want to say it's nationally known, but at Marian, we're going to do our own Marian version of it. And so this particular camp will just focus for this year on fathers with their sons ages grades first grade through fifth grade. And so that'll be overnight camp for them. They'll be doing things like archery. They'll be going the paddle boat, Frank's Liberty paddle boat, and they'll be doing different activities on campus and just creating more bonding opportunities for their fathers and sons. And then fathers will have a little bit of their own kind of formation with the spiritual leaders that are there. So
okay.
that's basically it.
And the date on that one is what?
July 11th through the 13th.
July 11th through the 13th. So that's about a month from now. Is that over a
hmm
weekend?
It is. Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
It
Well,
is. So,
yes. On behalf of dads, thank you for one including us because it is Father's Day coming up.
mm-hmm.
So good to have
Mm-hmm.
that, and also such an interesting a camp to have, because that is one of the things that it's a lot of learning as you go if you haven't seen it. So it's good to be around other people who are who have been through or going through some of the same life lessons of being a dad. So very interesting stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, give us the website one more time, because again, you've got all this online for people to sign up, people to get information about any financial support and scholarships that they may need. You've got it all taken care of.
All right. So first is our website, www.marian.edu/camps. You can also follow us on Instagram at Summer at Marian, and on Facebook, Marian Summer Camps, and email camps@marian.edu.
Crystal Owosho-Maddox, thank you so much for coming on, letting us know about all the things that you have stretching over the course of summer at Marian. We wish you good luck in a great summer of programming. And of course, thank you for offering this and telling us about it, so we can let everybody know that there are not only safe, but fun and engaging options for students over the summer. We appreciate you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me, and happy Father's Day.
Thank you so much. First Father's Day, first real one with the baby actually out here. So
Oh,
yes.
yes, congratulations, congratulations.
Thank you. I'm excited for the tie that I'm sure that I'm going to get, because that's all fathers ever get is a little tie and a gift card for Father's Day.
And love, and love.
Crystal, thank you so much. More of Fox 59 tonight is coming up after this. We'll be right back.